in this tutorial I'm going to show you how the anchor point works and how you can improve your workflow just with a simple script you can import in After Effects. So I'm in After Effects. First of all, I'm going to create a new composition. Just leave it like this, it's just a test composition. Then I'm going to create a new solid layer, make it white, make it comp size, and click OK, so I can see better what is going on the scene. Now I'm going to create a simple text and place it in view. As you can see, there is a point around here which is different from everything else. This is the anchor point. In other software it might have been called a pivot point. Anyways, it's the point that controls basically the whole animation. If I go on my text layer, I press S to see the scale property, and then I create a couple of anchor points just to create an animation, and I scale it up. I have a simple animation that it's controlled by this point here. If I take the anchor tool from the bar here and I move the anchor point, the animation changes. Again, if I move it to a side, the animation changes without me touching anything else. This is because, of course, the anchor point controls the center of the animation. So if I have to move an object, if I have to scale it up or down, for example, it's all done and controlled by this point here. So it's very important where this point is. Usually you want to have this point at the center of your object, like this, but this might not always be the case. You might want it to on the side or to a corner or whatever. So the easiest and more simple way to do it is to click and drag where you want. If you click, then press the Shift key, you'll see that your anchor point moves just in a vertical or perpendicular way, and it's locked basically on these two directions. If you click and then press Alt on your keyboard, you won't move the anchor point, but you will move the object, okay? So the other way around. If you click and then press Ctrl, you will see that your anchor point is drawn to snap on some predetermined points, like the corners or the center of your object, or the bottom line, the upper line. And this also might be useful. The thing is, though, if you have to do all this kind of movements repeatedly for many objects you have on the scene, you are going to lose a lot of time. Believe me, this might be like a simple task, but it's not if you have to repeat it multiple times. So what I suggest you is to go online and download this Move Anchor Point script. This is free, this is very easy to use. You're gonna find all the instruction to download and install. It's basically just moving a file inside your After Effects folders. And once you do that, you have to go on the Windows menu, choose Move Anchor Point, and this panel here will appear. This is a very useful panel because, like I said, you have an anchor point which is a random point, for example. You just have to click on the point where you need, and the anchor point moves to the center. I want it on the corner, and I just click on the corner and it instantly moves there. If you have your layout set to have this panel here and the align panel close by, with just two simple clicks you can align anything the way you want. So I just put the anchor point on the center and then center the text in my layer. It's a true blessing when you're working with After Effects. Believe me, once you get used to this script here, you will find it's really frustrating having to move everything by hand or pressing Ctrl on the keyboard.